My friends, when I first heard Bungie reveal the name of the expansion that would come after Lightfall, I had a few goosebumps, I won't lie. I've seen people confused as to what this name means. I've even seen some content creators who don't understand its significance, so I decided to make this video for people that are curious and who want to know everything they possibly can about the importance of the final shape. In this video, I will do my very best to relay to you my understanding of what this is, taking as much evidence as I can from the lore to back myself up. Before I get into that though, I just want to quickly thank all of you for your wonderful support yesterday in regards to the videos I uploaded. It really made my day and it encourages me to do my best in making these videos for you. Thank you. Alright, let's just get into it. Long story short, what is the final shape? It is the end of the game within the Black Garden, the end state of a universe governed by the darkness, and the goal of the sword logic, and therefore the hive as well. That's the simple definition, and I'm going to explain it further if you'll allow me. It all goes back to before the universes existed, all the way back to the Black Garden. The Black Garden existed before the universes were made, and there, two overpowered, bingy nerf please entities existed. The lore book Unveiling refers to one as the Gardener and the other as the Winnower. The Gardener would give life to all the plants and whatever else existed in the garden, and the Winnower would take it from the weak and dying. As the first gamers, these two beings also played a game all day every day. The basic explanation of the game was this. You had a grid with flowers. As they grew, certain conditions would cause them to grow stronger, others would cause them to die. Now here's the thing, and this is the issue with the game. It ended the same way every single time. Now it doesn't go into too much detail about how it ended, but I will give you my interpretation based off of the information I've read. There was a certain type of flower, a certain type of pattern, that was purely dominated by its will to survive. And this type of flower caused the pattern to end in a gridlock every single time. The Gardener referred to this pattern as a pest because it wiped out all the others and it prevented many from even existing in the first place. The Winnower, on the other hand, had no issue with this at all. He saw the pattern as beautiful, in that it was inevitable and it was always guaranteed to happen. He referred to the state of the game at the end, the amount of flowers that remained, and their nature as one final shape. Okay, let's just pause it there. And let's tie this in with the sword logic. The Gardener and the Winnower would ultimately fight over how the game should be played, and their conflict would create the universes. The universe of Destiny just so happens to be the one they both landed in, lucky us. They would continue to play their game, with the universe being the grid and all life within being flowers. Life is born, the flower opens, and it closes when the flower dies, its space in the universe being freed up. Where am I going with this? Well, the Winnower has his opinions on how the game should be played, and how it should end, as I mentioned previously, and this opinion can be found in the sword logic. It's basically his rulebook for those who want to live forever. Everything we know about the sword logic comes from the Hive, obviously, and for those of you interested, I would recommend checking out the Books of Sorrow from ishtarcollective.com. It's a solid read. So, what does the sword logic have to say? The universe is ruled by strength. The strong deserve to rise, and the weak deserve to fall. If you want something, you must be strong enough to deserve it, therefore you must take it by force. Being given something is a sign of weakness on your end. If you win, it's because you were strong at that moment and deserved to win. If you lose or you die, it's purely because you were weak at the moment and so deserved to lose or die. This logic dominates the behavior of the Hive, the reason for this being a result of what they want, which is what the deep, or the darkness, wants. Oryx takes the ability to communicate with the darkness by killing the worm god Akka, and by proving through various means that he is, at that current time, the most powerful being alive. When the darkness meets with him, this is what they say. Ah, Oryx, how do we explain it to them? The world is not built on the laws they love. Not on friendship, but on mutual interest. Not on peace, but on victory by any means. The universe is run by extinction, by extermination, by gamma ray bursts burning up 1,000 garden worlds, by howling singularities eating up infant suns. And if life is to live, if anything is to survive through the end of all things, it will not live on by the smile, but by the sword. Not in a soft place, but in a hard hell. Not in the rotting bog of artificial paradise, but in the cold, hard, self-verifying truth of that one ultimate arbiter, the only judge. The power that is its own metric and its own source. Existence at any cost. Strip away the lies and truces and delaying tactics they call civilization, and this is what remains, this beautiful shape. The fate of everything is made like this, in the collision, the test of one praxis against another. This is how the world changes. One way meets a second way, and they discharge their weapons. They exchange their words and markets. They contest, and in doing so they petition each other for the right to go on being something instead of nothing. This is the universe figuring out what it should be in the end, and it is majestic. Majestic. It is the only thing that can be true and of itself, and it is what I am. This beautiful shape. Now, where have we heard that before? To put it simply, the final shape is the end state of the universe, the end of change and the beginning of eternity. In simpler terms, Eros refers to it as that which remains when all that can be removed has been removed from the universe. Alright, I've given you my evidence from the lore, and now I'm just gonna give you my thoughts and interpretations of what I've read. I might be wrong, so don't think I'm trying to state exactly what the lore means or anything like that. Okay, this is what I think. The gardener, or the being in control of the light, and the winnower, or the being in control of the darkness, both created this universe by accident, and so are now fighting to be in charge over how the game of life within it should be played. The gardener loves life, and she wants everyone to have a great time and to live forever, regardless of strength and weakness or whatever. Her eternity is a gift. The winnower, on the other hand, believes in the original, natural tendencies of the game from the Black Garden. He believes that strong life will live until it becomes weak. When that happens, it deserves to die in order to make way for new strength to take its place. It's a cycle of life and death, really. Now, for those who are ambitious, who want to live forever, to never become weak, and to become uber powerful, that's where the sword logic comes in. That's the price you'll have to pay. If you want to live, you need to be strong. And if you want to live forever, then you need to be stronger than everyone else. If you want something, take it by force. Never be dependent or owed to anything. That way, every threat to your existence will die, and you will never stop getting stronger. This brings us to the final shape, what in the winnower's mind is the ideal final state of the universe. It is a universe where only strength remains. Every weak aspect of life has been culled, and so only the strong will live, unburdened by their presence. Now, that might sound nice and all, but there's a problem. No king rules forever. No one stays strong forever. Everyone will become weak at some point. Oryx and his worm god Akka, they are perfect examples of this. My friends, the final shape is the winnower. Oryx calls him the final shape, and the winnower himself calls himself that which the universe should be in the end. And that is exactly what the final shape is. In the end, everything will become weak and die except for the winnower. So what is the end state of the universe? Nothing but death and darkness, except for the one being that exists. The darkness is perfect end to the universe as described by the lore and interpreted by myself. So what does this mean for the expansion? I don't know, but I can guess. My guess is that the darkness is going to attempt to kill the gardener in order to have complete control over how the universe works. I don't know. This is just my guess, okay? I know there's lightfall, but I can't see the light being extinguished for good in that. We need some kind of power to beat the darkness in the next expansion after all. And I get it, there's stasis, but I'm pretty sure if the gardener and traveler and all that are dead, we're gonna lose our ghosts. Anyways, this video is just supposed to be an interpreted explanation, and I think I did that, hopefully. What do you think? Do you think I did okay interpreting the lore, or do you think I'm way off? Let me know. And that's the video, boys and gals. If you're new here, welcome. If you want to keep track of me, you can either subscribe or just remember my name. I am Venextron. Okay, I'm gonna go. Take care, my friends. Take care.